Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's been a few days, but I'm back doing Ayni Spirit Guide Mediumship sessions. Oh, where's my logo? There it is. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So again, we're doing these Ayni Spirit Guide Mediumship sessions. It's been a few days since I've done this. Took a little break, had some adventures, got injured, all kinds of fun things, but I'm back doing them again. And I just realized I don't really need these headphones on for this. So what I'm going to do is share this to a couple of different places. Tinner says, "Hi, Casey. Hello. Very nice to have you here." Tinner, did I give you one of these Ayni exchanges before? I don't remember. And then while I'm waiting for that, I just do a couple things here to make sure we are properly live and shared to all the proper sites and places. So let me just do that. So let me go. Sharing to some of these groups. Which ones am I allowed to share to? Don't remember now. That one I can share to. This one and this one I can share to. And this one and this one. Okay. I had to share these to some of the groups. And then the one last thing I got to do before we get started here is to make this public on my page so that I actually see the comments coming through. Otherwise, I won't see them. Okay. So I think we're all good. So Tinner says, no, I didn't. So Tinner, hang on out. I'm just going to explain a couple things really quick, and then we can get started, and I'll do yours first. So what I'm doing are, again, I call these sessions Spirit Guide Mediumship instead of readings now, because it is more accurate to say that what I do is mediumship. It is technically mediumship. However, I don't communicate with people's past loved ones, like humans that have sort of unresolved feelings and issues and things like that. I am communicating with spirit guides. So these are like angels, ascended masters, and like elemental beings and ancestors, and beings that are here to help us to heal, to learn, to grow. So it's mediumship in the sense that I am the medium between you and the spirit guides. But again, I don't communicate with like your grandma who passed away last year or anything like that. These are beings of a sort of higher vibration, closer to source. And the reason I'm calling them Ayni spirit guide readings is Ayni is a concept and an experience in Peruvian shamanism, and the close translation is divine reciprocity. So they are Ayni readings in that I ask for some kind of reciprocation. And of course, you're not required to do anything, especially since I'm posting these on the free groups. The word free just does not feel light for me. It generates a lot of heaviness when people are in both relationships. When someone's just giving and giving and giving, that generates hucha, heaviness within our fields. And if someone's just taking without giving anything in return, that's also generating hucha. Then Ayni, you can think of like a tree, right? So the tree takes the carbon dioxide from our breath and then gives us oxygen that we breathe in. And that's just that kind of flow. It's being in the flow of energy exchange. So they are Ayni exchanges. So anyway, you feel called to reciprocate after receiving one of these sessions is most welcome. So you could book a full session if you really like the mini session that you get. You can leave a tip. I have a link for that in the description, or just subscribe to Shaman's Way on YouTube. Share the video, tell your family and friends, whatever you want to do, spread the word. That's always a wonderful way to reciprocate as well. So I thank you all. Tinner says, "Oh, thank you so much. You would love a reading." So Tinner, first off, do you agree to this Ayni exchange? You can, again, reciprocate in any way that feels, and you're not required to, but in any way you feel called to is greatly appreciated. And if you do I have your permission to energetically enter your space to do the reading? And we have a few other people here popping on now. Katie says hi. Hello, Katie. Bridget says, hey, dear, can I get a reading? We will see who we have time for today. I actually have my apprenticeship tonight, my shamanic apprenticeship. So, let me turn the phone on silent so it's not dinging at us. So we'll see who I have time for. I might just do a couple, but who knows? I may get to a few more. So we will see. Oh, and Lisa says hello. Hello, Lisa. Oh, I am glad that you reached out to me the other day. Was it yesterday? The other day? I'm glad you're okay. I was worried there. I didn't hear from you. So I'm glad everything is all right in your world. Very happy. Brittany says, hey. So we're going to go back up here. Tinner. Where was it? She says, always in agreement to the Ayni exchange. And then, yes, you have my permission. So entering your space to energetically do the reading now. Interesting. It's a fish. I believe it's a bat. Oh, no, sorry, not a bat. What am I saying? Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. That came through from somewhere else in spirit. Bass. I believe a bass, like a sea bass or something like that. That is the second time I've ever had a fish spirit in any reading ever show up. So what question do you have for this bass that has showed up for you, Tinner? And then Brittany was saying, hey, my friend, I remember I gave you a reading. She said, my wolf has done a lot. I don't remember what the reading was, but I'm very glad that there's probably a wolf involved, I'm assuming. And I am glad that it has done a lot for you. Thank you. That makes me so happy to hear. Yes, I love it. Oh, I'm kind of remembering now. Yes, no, I do remember that reading. Yeah, I do remember that one. That was a cool one. So yes, I'm very glad. I'm very glad that helped and the wolf has done a lot for you. Thank you. And Tinner says, what am I being pulled to do with my gifts? Oh, wonderful. Let us see what this bass has to say. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the vision that I got, and then I'm going to let me know first off, right after I give this explanation, if this already resonates with you. And if not, Spirit was giving me a little bit more of sort of the words that I might use to describe that. So the vision was this bass was traveling with a school of other bass. I don't know if they actually do that in nature or not, but it was in the vision. And it was swimming along, and then a very large, some kind of other fish or like a shark or something came along and went to attack the school, and all of the bass ran and like hid in this little like crevice in the rocks, and but like they didn't really have any way to escape. So the bass started to swim out in one direction, got eaten by the shark, and was in its stomach, and then was scratching at the walls of the stomach, and actually was like thrown up by the shark and was free, unharmed. And then was swimming, found another group of bass where it was safe. I'm just going to go ahead and give a little bit of what I think that explanation might have meant, actually, on second thought. So part of me thinks that the whole, how to put it? It's something to do with, come on, Spirit. The words were there a second ago. I swear they were. Let me reconnect and see if we can get some more words to go along with this. Okay, so it's again, the energy is coming through not super clearly. I'm translating this into English, but it is something along the lines of you are going to sort of be like a pioneer, like leading people into new truths. Tinner said, I've heard you say you survived to teach others how to survive. Okay, well then that's it right there. But I was going to say another part of that could be that in this endeavor to like sort of develop your gifts, one thing that's going to happen or may happen is that you may feel like your livelihood or your current ways of being are like really threatened, and you may have to go through this sort of intense suffering in order to allow for other people to be in a space safe enough for them to sort of come to these realizations and awakenings themselves. So almost like a pioneer, like you're going out to help others, but in doing so, that's going to cause some chaos in your life, but you will be okay. You will be okay. And like you said, you survived to teach others to survive. I think it goes beyond that. Your these experiences coming along with that are that the trauma, whatever you have or are going to experience, is going to create peace for many, many people. You will help people to find true peace for themselves. Yeah. So anyway, sorry, I'm not the best for that one. For some reason, the English wasn't coming through that great, but it seems like you were able to get more of the meaning than I was. And again, these messages come through from Spirit. They're for you. For everyone who's listening. And when they come through in visions, oftentimes it's the individual who's going to be the best at interpreting that. And then she said, bass is amazing because my family owns a fish farm and are famous for selling bass. Look at that. So the bass spirit is with you. The bass spirit is with you, definitely. Yeah, well, that's amazing. Very, very cool synchronicity there. I love that. And again, that was the second time any fish spirit. I mean, I've had some other sea creatures, but first time a fish spirit has shown up. Second time a fish spirit has shown up during a reading. So that was very cool. Thank you, Tinner. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as far as reciprocating, if you want to go a lot more in depth with that, there are a lot of other beings around all of us. But you in particular, there were a few that seemed like they wanted to speak up. So we can communicate with your angels and your ancestors and all that good stuff. If you would like to book a full session, my link is there in the description. Otherwise, however you feel called to reciprocate is greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, so beautiful. Who else would like to participate in this Ayni? Again, going back to this, Ayni is that divine reciprocity, being in that flow of energetic exchange, just like how the trees breathe in our CO2, breathe out oxygen for us to breathe. So being in that flow of energy in the interest of Ayni, divine reciprocity, with these readings, whatever way you feel called to reciprocate, whether that's booking a full session afterwards or leaving a tip or just subscribing to Shaman's Way on YouTube, sharing the video, telling your family and friends, however you feel called to reciprocate is very, very appreciated. And these are spirit guide mediumship sessions. I just see someone here saying, I would love a card. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that because these are like mediumship sessions, mini ones. So I don't work with cards. I communicate directly with spiritual beings, and people can ask questions of those beings. During a full session, you get half an hour where I describe all the different beings around you, and then you just get to ask as many questions as we have time for in that half an hour. And in these mini sessions, I describe the first being that decides to show up, and then you get to ask one question. So let me go back up and see who was messaging. And I don't go in any particular order on these. I don't go by who's next in line. I just kind of go by whoever spirit calls out to me. So let us see. Okay, let's see. Bridget, are you still watching? And would you like to participate in this Ayni, this divine reciprocity in sharing energy, a spirit guide mediumship for some form of energetic reciprocation? And again, no one is required to, especially since these are in the free groups, but free just doesn't feel light. Ayni feels so much lighter, so much more peaceful and beautiful. So Bridget, are you still watching? And would you like an Ayni spirit guide mediumship session? So, and I'm waiting on that message to come through, but we'll see if she's not here. Who is next? Spirit, who are we giving a reading to next? I don't know. I don't know who's next. Okay, so we haven't had the message from Bridget, so we're going to move on. Tinika, I'm going to do yours next. So she would love to participate in this Ayni exchange, she says. And then I know I'm at least going to get to one more after this, so everybody hang out. But if after I do another one or two after this, I didn't get to you, you can always subscribe to Shaman's Way on YouTube, and then you can get the chance to come on for the next time I'm live doing these and participate in this beautiful Ayni exchange. Brittany says, can I get another? I gave you your reading a little while ago. I want to give, there's a lot of people that want these, so I want to give everyone a chance who has not gotten one to receive one of these Ayni exchanges for a spirit guide mediumship session. So you can always, Brittany, book a full session. So absolutely, if you want a full session, go click the link to my website in the description and go ahead and schedule one. So I would love to do that. Absolutely. But for these Ayni ones, I am giving priority to people who have never had a reading with me before. So Tinika says she would love to. Do I have your permission to energetically enter your space to facilitate this spirit guide mediumship session? And lots of other people saying they would love readings. And then Brittany says, so I'm assuming it was understand. So thank you, Brittany, for understanding. But yeah, anytime you want, anybody who wants to can book a full session. They're half an hour. They're $60 for a half an hour session. And I will explain all of the different guides that show up throughout your, for the reading. And then you get to ask a bunch of different questions. Let me see here. We are waiting on Tinika. She says, yes, you do, and thank you. Oh, and then Lisa, I wanted to let you know I saw this. So yes, very glad everything's safe and okay. So yeah, let me know. And I think I gave you we'll talk about it later. Message me. So thank you. Okay, so Tinika says, yes, you do. Thank you. Entering your space to do the reading now. Okay, another first. I've never met Zeus before, but Zeus, the god of thunder, lightning, thunder. at least that's how I'm assuming. I didn't ask him if that was who it was, but big, muscular Roman or whatever god-looking guy, Greek Roman god-looking guy with a giant lightning bolt in his hand. I think Zeus is the name for that. What question do you have for Zeus, Tinika? She says, "Oh wow, yeah, no, that's pretty awesome, wonderful." When these, I mean, all of our guides are very, very powerful, from the sea bass that came in earlier to the most powerful mighty god. They are all very, very powerful. But it is really cool when we get to see those like very mythical god-like figures. Yes, Zeus is the Greek god of lightning. Okay, so I think that's who's showed up. So Tinika, what question do you have for Zeus? Waiting on the question. Anything financial or romantic? Can you phrase that in the form of a question? I like to actually present questions to these spirit guide beings instead of statements. Because a question the energy of making a question opens up so much more room for possibility instead of statements. Just a very different energy exchange. We present a question, then we enter the space of perceiving and receiving, as opposed to just making a demand, and then the energy is a little heavier there. So what is the question, Tinika? And Tammy Theys says, "This is so cool." I agree. I've been doing this for many years, and it's just still amazing for me every single time. I love it so much. Tinika says, "Are my finances going to improve soon? Let us see what Zeus has to say about your finances." Zeus, what do you have for us? So Zeus, I asked this question, and he has his thunder lightning bolt and just tosses it, and where it lands, like a bunch of fruit trees grew out of that. And he looked to me and he said, "Does a god ask these kind of questions when and worry about what's going the logistics and all of that when he's going to create abundance on the earth or elsewhere?" No. The god realizes that he's the creator of reality, and he can create anything that he chooses. So Zeus is saying to you that you can create abundance for yourself as soon as you are willing to realize that you are the one that controls and creates every aspect of your reality. And this isn't a metaphor or how to put it. This isn't something hypothetical that only really works if you or spent years and years meditating. Every single moment of this is me talking now. Every single moment of every single day, We are manifesting and creating every aspect of our reality. And so your finances will improve as soon as you decide and declare to the universe that you are ready for them to improve. And it's also when you're in the space of willing to receive that. So you make the demand of the universe, and then are you really willing to receive the financial abundance? That's what you need to ask yourself. And then going back to what Zeus was saying, he said that when you're ready and you want to remember your god or goddess like nature, Zeus is with you to call upon when you need help remembering that. So that is a guide you can turn to for help in that aspect. So Tinika, that was the message from Zeus. So I thank you. Tinika says, I've been working on manifesting. It's so hard. Yes, it is. It's as hard as you make it. If you say it's so hard, then that's absolutely true. If you truly believe that it's effortless and instantaneous and it comes with ease and glory, then that will also be the reality. So you are manifesting difficulty around manifestation. So stop doing that. Just realize it can be easy. It can be instantaneous, effortless. And Zeus is there to help you realize that. And I think that energy of just the throwing a lightning bolt and like, poof, there's abundance, that's the kind of energy you're going to have when you're ready to start to receive that. But you need to work to unravel some of these layers and some of the judgments you have around manifestation. And then watch as you're able to just toss a lightning, metaphorically speaking, toss a lightning bolt and just grow whatever the heck you want. So yes, but that is entirely possible. So and then she says, awesome. Thank you so much with the hearts. Very valid point. Thank you. Thank you, Tinika. Thank you. If you want to talk to Zeus some more and get to know your other guides as well, book a full session with me. You can click the link in the description. You get half an hour to ask all the questions you want of all of your spirit guides. So I would love to have you for that, especially just to get the opportunity to talk to Zeus some more, because I've never met him before. So that would be really cool for me and for you, I'm sure. This is awesome energy. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. I love it. So yeah, I just found this pretty cool. Tinika was saying she's been working on manifesting, and then that was the message that came through from Zeus. So he's there to help you, and your guides are very much supporting you in discovering just how real and powerful manifesting is and will be for you. She says, thank you. I may do that. Thank you, Tinika. Much love to all of you. Thank you, everyone. I'm probably going to do one more here. So we'll see. So I think I'm going to do one more. Yeah, Spirit is telling me one more. And whoever I don't get to, subscribe to Shaman's Way on YouTube. And then that way you can hop on it next time and participate in this beautiful Ayni. For this next person, let me just see here first. Who is Spirit telling me to choose? Tammy says, I want to know who my guides are, please. I can help with that. That's what I do. So, Tammy, are you still watching? And would you like to participate in this Ayni exchange for a mini spirit guide mediumship session? Again, Ayni being the concept of divine reciprocity, the flow of energy exchange that is always happening. So however, if you do agree to that, Tammy, however you feel called to reciprocate, whether it's booking a full session with me afterwards, leaving a tip, or subscribing to the YouTube channel, sharing the video, telling your family and friends, however feels right for you. And then, she already beat me to it. So she says, yes, and you have my permission, because the question I was going to ask is, do I have your permission to energetically enter your space to do the reading? So you must have been watching for at least the last one or two. All right. So entering into your space to do the reading now. And now you said you want to get to know your spirit guides. Just let you know, I'm giving one I'm going to let you know the first guide that shows up. In a full session, I would describe all of the beings that are around you. And just to let you know, we all have quite a number. We all have a good number of spirit guides around us. And so this will just be whichever guide decides to show up just for this one question. So no, it's not the only guide you have. It's just the guide that decided to show up. So having said that, let's see who decides to show up. It's a big, beautiful bird. I don't know what kind of bird this is. You know what it looks like to me is like a phoenix, but instead of being fiery, it's just like a white bird, like white feathers. And but yeah, just the word phoenix is what comes to mind, like that kind of shape and just like that glorious, like big, beautiful wingspan, the way the head is and everything. I just feel like I've seen phoenixes. Maybe it is the kind of bird that phoenixes are modeled, or not modeled after, because phoenixes are real beings, but maybe like an Earth-like parallel to the phoenix or something. But I don't know what the species is. Big, glorious, powerful bird, though. What question do you have for this bird that has showed up for you, Tammy? I've had Lord of the Rings songs stuck in my head for the past few days. OMW, I think that means oh my word. Oh my word, a bird. Bird is okay. That's enough of that. I'm sure it's a cool bird. Please ask if Jaman is the one. Okay, well, we'll see what this bird has to say. So here is the vision. And I just saw, oh, sorry, I had to pull this up. This thing, damn bird song is going to be in my head for days now. Oh, lots of Pukli. Tammy was saying, love Lord of the Rings. Oh, such magical movies. Anyway, going back to this question. Here's this vision that I saw. So it was some kind of phoenix. It's related to the phoenix somehow, because right away I saw this bird that showed up for you with a like fiery phoenix, like a fiery bird type being. And the vision that I got was they were coming close together, like trying to, I don't know, mate or something. But as they came closer to touch, the fire from the fiery phoenix sort of burnt this other bird, and they flew in separate directions. And then they were standing on trees that were not too far away from each other, but on branches, just kind of looking at each other. But there was like sort of a tension there. And then it started to rain slowly, and then started to like really downpour. And then the bird, the original guide that showed up for you, was almost like getting ready to like fly off. But then the phoenix came and put their fiery wings above this bird. And then the rain became so intense that the fire was put out. And then it was just the same kind of white bird as this, as your original guide. And then they came together physically. So what I'm getting from that is that maybe this relationship is like sort of really can be very passionate and something like that, or very emotionally charged maybe in the beginning, and that there may be periods where things become so intense that you may even become a little distanced from one another. But know that that is coming from the place of him just being very, very passionate, and that's kind of his fire, or her fire, burning the way it always has. That's just who they are. But then, and then I feel like there's going to be a moment where things almost seem like they're not going to go anywhere. And then this rain, this downpour, I see as like intervention from spirit, but also maybe some kind of mutual sort of seeming unfortunate circumstance that will actually bring you closer together and finally provide the space for you to truly, truly connect. So again, this all seems like this is sort of future things that may, or maybe they already have happened. I don't know, but it seems like future events. But so one thing I'm getting that's important is be in the space of allowance, and allow this person to be who they are. And one, know that we create our realities. So, if you decide that this person is the one, then they will be the one. But we create that reality for ourselves. So nothing is set in stone. But this reading was a very good sign. And again, things may not be like 100% smooth the whole time. But that if you remain present, and if you stay calm and at peace, the best of your ability yourself, then the opportunities will come to present themselves where a real connection will, and I believe a lasting connection will form, is the energy I was getting from that. Again, knowing that we are the creators of our reality and we can decide anything we want. So thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Oh, that was a beautiful message. Beautiful vision too. Really beautiful. So I want to thank you to all of the beautiful, wonderful, amazing, powerful spiritual beings that came through today during all of these readings. And I thank all of you for being open and in the space of receiving and allowing yourself to receive the healing and the messages that have come through today. So Tammy says, thanks a million. Thank you, Tammy. Again, whatever way. And you can. I wish I could have seen it. You can. I teach people how to do that. I teach people how to communicate with their spirit guides in the way that I do. So anyone who's interested in that, I'm glad you brought that up, because you can sign up for a one-on-one spirit guide communication lesson. That's also can be found on my site. And then Tammy, whatever way you feel called to reciprocate will be much appreciated. You could book a full session, do the spirit guide communications, leave a tip, share the video, subscribe on YouTube. Whatever you feel called will be greatly appreciated. And I just want to thank all of you for your beautiful energy, your attention. Thank you so much for being here, for being a part of this, and allowing for this magic to manifest into this beautiful, ever-present moment of now that we have right here. So thank you. Much love to all of you, and I will catch you all on the next one. Thank you.